Good afternoon. This is Suchitra Ella, Joint Managing Director of Bharat Biotech International Limited in Hyderabad. I am very glad to be speaking to all the listeners of All India Radio, hopefully across India, regarding the progress of Covaxin, India's indigenous COVID-19 vaccine, which has been developed in collaboration with the National Institute of Virology and the Indian Council of Medical Research, with the strains that was received from them in the month of May. After we received the strains, they were developed into the strain was inactivated, ensured that it would be safe to be handled by our production and staff in the company. We have formulated the vaccine strain into a liquid formulation, and it was then tested in small animals in the preclinical studies in data, and that was submitted, and based on which phase 1 and phase 2 trials have been completed in 800 subjects across India in more than 12 hospitals, which was proven to be very safe and also efficacious. After which the Government of India, the Ministry of Health, under the Drug Controller General of India, has authorized Bharat Biotech to take the phase 3 trials for Covaxin in 26,000 volunteers across India in 26 hospitals in order to ascertain the efficacy of the vaccine in a large population of the subjects. So this has started on November 15th, which is just about now 6 weeks ago. Successfully, it has been going on so far. We have completed 14,000 volunteers have enrolled for the study for the trials for Covaxin. It is a 2-dose trial where the first dose is given on 0 day and the second dose is given on the 28th day. It is an injection which is normally given to the volunteers have to be above 18 years of age and under 70 years, in general good health, without any serious long-term health conditions, and also pregnant women and any other serious illnesses, those of them who have some other conditions should not be joining in the trial. But otherwise, predominantly it is open for a large section of the population of this country. So that is why this number of people have been chosen, which is 26,000, to prove that its safety and the efficacy data is robust and as per the international norms and protocols and guidelines that is required before launching a new drug or a new medicine or a new vaccine into the public use. We finished these trials. Now we hope at least in another 10 to 15 days, we should be completing the enrollment of the volunteers and also hopefully the doses, the 2 doses of the vaccine or the 2 doses that will be administered to the volunteers. And then the samples will be tested and taken for analysis after the 45th day, where that will then start giving showing the results and the data about how the volunteers and how the people have responded to this particular vaccine. And all this data will be then analyzed and compiled and submitted to the Ministry of Health under the Drug Controller General of India, who will then have expert committees and special committees to evaluate all the information and study the data, review the data, and then if it is found to be of all acceptable standards as per the safety and the efficacy norms of international guidelines, then this product, Covaxin, which is India's first indigenous vaccine for the COVID-19 virus, will be licensed for public distribution, which means that then the government can decide to launch the vaccine in the country and start distributing it to the different categories of people that require this vaccine as per their schedules. Also, the production of this vaccine will also be enhanced so that we will be able to then manufacture and start producing millions of doses of vaccine that will be required for our country. All these categories and the phase of the distribution and the manner and the mechanisms of that will be developed and planned by the Ministry of Health, Government of India. And if all goes well, we hope that Covaxin will be ready for licensure sometime between March or April, or even before it can happen. But definitely it will be able to come. It will be able to be launched in by the mid of the year 2021. That is before or by the time June of 2021 to the larger public distribution system under the Ministry of Health, Government of India, for the public at large. I request those of you who may be interested in volunteering for this phase 3 study or the trials, please enroll yourselves in any of the hospitals across the country in many states, which is available in public domain under the Ministry of Health. Please help develop the approval of a new vaccine to come out of India, which is India's indigenous vaccine, and which will also help to build a lot of medical research and data and scientific information regarding this virus and how it behaves and how it will maybe later on transmit or itself into other areas. So a lot of these things will be understood in these trials that are undertaken in the medical hospitals and colleges. And the trials are done under the supervision of doctors and medical professionals and trained paramedical staff. So this will be completely done in those centers. So please be a part of this volunteerism and help Covaxin become India's first vaccine to be developed, manufactured and distributed for India and also for the world in the future. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.